Horas, comrades! Today, I want to tell you about my Batak story called The Legend of Haminjon. But before that, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Gabriel Pendidikan and I'm from the SMK Negeri 1 Siborong. I'm the class of 10 TKJ2 and now I'm gonna tell you about the legend of Haminjon. Do you guys know about the story of legend Haminjon? You bet you don't know, because at first I really don't understand the story and never heard of. Because the legend of Haminjon was the unpopular story in among cities. But in other regions of Batak, it's very popular because it was sent by generation to generations. Because of that, after I read all of them, finally I understand what the meaning of the story. Now, I will tell you what the story is. The story is located at the Tanah Marbun, especially in the Spituhuta and Pandumaan. But now it's the part of the administrative of Humbang Hasundutan. So, there's a sad story behind it. A story about a poor family who had a daughter with a beautiful face. But unfortunately, the father has a lot of debts to the rich man in the village. Because of that, he unable to pay. But the rich man offered him if he can marry the daughter in exchange for the debt redemption. The daughter seems to not want with the old man, so she ran away and hid in the forest. But the doctor continues to cry and praying to the God Almighty to pay off their debts and live happily. So the prayer was heard by the God Almighty, and over time her body was turned into a tree, which is producing a white shape like a melting wax. So in other places, the father is still finding his daughter but almost give up until he found it. He found his daughter that already turned into a tree. So he cried to each other, and before parting, the child gives him a white sap, which is in Batak language called Haminjon. It just looks like this. In the Indonesian language, it's called Gita atau Geta. So, the child gives him the Haminjon until he said this: "Son, do you have anything that make my debt is paid?" The doctor answered, "Take little of this, and your debt will be paid off," said the child. The father instead obeyed and gave it to the rich man. Here is the thing that you wanted." The rich guy was surprised that he's the first seeing the white crystal with a distinctive fragrance. So his debt was paid off and said, "Your debt is paid off, but you need to tell me where you get this thing." The father then nodded and go to the forest where he met his daughter. But his daughter no longer in there. Only a gum tree which is producing Haminjon over time. Gradually, Haminjon continues to spread throughout the Tanah Batak, and from the other information I gather, there seems the elder says if there's a princess lives in the forest, then she provides the wealthy to abundant farmers. And also the chairman of Tanah Batak says there's a place in Pandumaan that whenever they go to the forest and dream about the girl with a white dress, clean and beautiful, then in the next harvest comes, you will get the sap abundant. So that's the story I want to tell you. I hope you understand what I'm saying, and thank you. Adios.